Okay, here is the Python with RESTConf lab. So we're going to configure this Nexus 9000. This Nexus 9000 already has netconf configured. So it already has secure shell, the username, and the feature netconf configured. So let's go to action item number 1, configure RESTConf. So let's configure RESTConf here. So what we'll have to do is first enable the web server. And then we'll have to configure the ports, NX API, HTTPS port 443, and NX API, HTTP port 80, and then feature RESTConf. Okay, that's it. Let's go to action item number 2, create a Python script to read the hostname using RESTConf. So we are going to read data from the Nexus 9000 using RESTConf. So let's go to the server. Let's see if I can reach the Nexus. Yes, I can read. So I'm going to create RESTConf in order to read, or actually in RESTConf lingo, I will have to do a get for the name. So first of all, I will have to import from requests. This is a module that comes with installed with Python. You don't have to install this module. So in order to do my authentication, I'm going to use this function, and I'm going to use import the whole requests module. So I'm going to build it. I'm going to do a request using the function request get, and then I'm going to have to build the URL. When working with RESTConf, you have to do 4 things: create the URL, establish your headers, establish the body of if you're going to send something to the server, the body, and then use the appropriate call. So the call will be get. Then next I will have to build the URL. So first of all, this is the IP address that belongs to the Nexus. Next, I will always use RESTConf data. Then the module name that I want to work with, the Yang module name. So in this case, it is Cisco NX OS device. I'm sorry. Device. Then this is the first container, which is system, and then I will have to start looking for the exact leaf or list that I want to work with. In this case, the leaf is this name, just name, and then let's build the authentication parameter using HTTP basic auth netconf. Then let's use verify the headers. I could use the headers parameters, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna leave it here as a remember. So we should remember that we always have to build headers, but in this case it is not really necessary. And then after sending the get command to the Nexus, I'm going to print the response here I can use, this will be print the HTTP response code, such as 200, 400, etc. And then I'm going to print the actual response text. So let's see if we can run in Python free RESTConf get. Okay, first we see a warning. This warning is a little, it is telling us that we are not using certificates, and then the response code is 200. Whenever you see 200, that means that it is okay. 400 means that there was an error with your request, and 500 means that the server couldn't answer because there was an internal error. So you have to remember that. So here we can see that we retrieved the host name using RESTConf. So first we're going to get rid of this warning because we don't want to see those warnings in our programs. So I'm going to use this function, request packages URL deleted version 3 disable warnings. So okay, so let's go to action item number 3. Create a Python script to set. So we are going to set the host name to RESTConf XML using RESTConf and XML. So let's see what we have to do in this case. So I'm going to now work with another RESTConf function that is known as patch. So in order to change configuration, we can use the patch function. In order to get a piece of information, we will use get, but in order to change it, we will use patch. So RESTConf patch. I'm going to copy my previous because I'm just going to modify something. RESTConf patch, and I'm going to. So this is the same. This is the same. Okay. I'm going to build my request to the server. So the body I'm going to use will be I want to change this the name. I will set it to RESTConf then name, then I will have to use another function which is request patch, and then I'll have to establish the path. Okay, it is the path, and then authentication. I'm going to leave these headers this way because I want to get what is the error that I will get. Verify false. I'm going to get an error because I'm not establishing the headers. This is important for the patch function. I have to establish the headers, but I'm going to leave it as that because I want to see the error. So let's Python this Okay, notice that the response is at 400. So when you get at 400, that means that your request had an error. So this is telling us that to edit a resource, the content type should be set to data plus JSON or data plus XML. So let's actually give it some headers. So probably it is a dictionary entry, content type. I'm going to set it to application. Oops. Jank. Um, sorry, this is my keyboard. XML. And that's it. So I'm setting the content type to application Jane data plus XML. So let's see what is leaving us. This is going to give us an error. Still, it does not recognize this. So this is just a heads up. When using Nexus, you will have to use a dot rather than a dash. So let's see. Still we have some problem here. Application, content type. Oh, there's another error here. Content slash type. Okay. Let's see. Okay, this means that it was successful, and now we change the hostname. Okay, let's go to the last action item number 4. Create a Python script to reset the hostname to RESTConf JSON using RESTConf and JSON. So we're going to do the same, but we instead of using XML, we're going to use JSON. So let's copy this file, RESTConf patch to RESTConf patch JSON. So I'm going to work with this now. So here the body will have to change. I'm going to change this in order to use JSON. This will be the JSON equivalent. Create an object, then name, then the value of name will be RESTConf JSON. That's it. Oh, I have to finish my object, and then I'll have to change this for JSON. And let's execute it and see the change on the Nexus. Okay, response 200 means that it is okay. No actual response here, no actual body, but we see that the hostname was changed to JSON. We can execute the previous script. RESTConf JSON XML JSON XML. That's it.